So we're back in my journal world. We're back in the museum to check out a few exhibits. You may have guessed, based on the episode number, based on the last episode maybe, that we are going to be moving versions again in my journey series. This is episode 230, I think. So yeah, 1.4. We never actually visited this, and we've yet to actually construct this room in my actual journey world, but we will get around to that at some point. But this... Oh yeah, that's an item frame. Duh, I thought there was supposed to be something in there. I was like, wait, what am I missing? What did I forget to put in there? But no, these are some of the exhibits, some of the things that were added to the game in 1.4. So beacon, we crafted that. Anvil, we definitely crafted that. We've not used flower pots yet. We might get around to that. Cobblestone fences, we've not yet made use of. We know all about these, don't we? We had our fun with those. Wooden button. We've got carrots and tatties, which I haven't yet obtained. Will I obtain them? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends what I can use them for, if they're going to be valuable. I don't want to just get them. I could get them if I wanted to, because I've got a looting sword and a zombie grinder, both of which would allow me to obtain these things, but I will... Well, I'm not sure if I'll make an effort to. We've also got the half slabs, what are they called? Nether brick half slabs, which of course we all know was added after 1.4.2. It was like 1.4.6 or something like that they were added. So, yep, and item frames, of course. A big addition. So, that was what was added in the previous update. Of course, I never actually visited this area. Let's have a look at the update we're moving into, 1.5. Now, this is probably on balance one of my favourite updates. Lots of stuff was added. Probably the greatest addition of all time was hoppers. Great things. Obviously, the idea is that they collect items, they pick up items, items go into them, and so you don't have items lying around in farms despawning and all that. We've also got a lot of other redstone features, like redstone blocks, daylight sensor, which you can turn into moonlight sensors. I never knew that, although I don't know when that was added. I'm not sure if that was a 1.5 thing or from later in the game's life. We'll have to look at that. That's a dropper, in case you didn't know. Hopper minecart, TNT minecart, comparator, great thing. Trapped chest. Wait, I could have sworn a trapped chest came earlier. Maybe not. We've got weighted pressure plates, which actually did change. I think in these versions, these early versions, you could only use them as pressure plates to interact with items, but then later on it was changed so you could use mobs on them. You could put mobs on them and they would work with them. So at the minute you can't really use them for things like AFK XP farms. We've also got quartz. Quartz was added to the nether, which is a decent looking block. We might get around to using it, but it is going to require a bit of exploration in order to find some. Well, I guess we will need to find all of this stuff in order to add it to the museum, but that's by the by. If you're wondering what that noise is, that is a zombie in the next room, which we will check out when we move to our final update. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's get back to the real world. So here we are. We are in the start menu for Minecraft 1.5.2, the final version in the 1.5 kind of series. There was 1.5 and then 1.5.1, then there was a few more snapshots, and then 1.5.2 came out. So it came out roughly early 2013, and as you can see here, it still has a notice for Minecraft 1.6 because, of course, that was 1.5.2 was the last update that used the old launcher. Not the last, there was a launcher that was used between some beta versions and 1.5, and this was when this version came out. It was the last one to use that launcher, and I think you then had to download, if I remember rightly, you had to click here, which doesn't work anymore. It just takes you to the Minecraft homepage or the Mojang homepage, and that enabled you to download the new launcher when Minecraft 1.6 came out. So, yeah, just thought I would mention that, bit of history there, and that was a launcher that was used, to be honest, I don't remember. I remember it changed multiple times. It was a very uncertain period with the launcher because it kept changing like every day. Like some days there'd be certain features and then they'd be taken away, and then there'd be other things that were added for all of 5 nanoseconds, and then they'd be gone again. And yep, it was an interesting time, but there you go. And also, again, I mentioned that before, but that's kind of why I had some of the old beta 1.9 versions. The reason I had them was because you in the 1.6 launcher you could choose old versions originally, but you could still download the jars, and it was easier to upgrade and downgrade if you had the jar. You just had to do a bit of tweaking with the files, and you had to add a notepad and everything like that. So yeah, that's ultimately why I had that stuff, and that was to do with the launcher that was added in not beta 1.6, Minecraft 1.6. So we are on a bit of a mission. We are going to do some arena fights today, and the reason for that is because the AI has changed in some of the mobs. Should we use strength? Let's not use strength. I'm above strength. We're going to go without strength. I'm going to take health, however, because I feel like I'm going to need it. We'll take some regeneration. Why not? We'll take some health. Why not? I'll tell you why not. No, I'm kidding. I think we'll take some more health than that. What do we have? Should we take regen 2 or extended regen? What is better? Let's take a bit of both, I guess. Regen 2, extended regen 2. Okay, so we've got 3 of each. And I might as well put the armour on to save inventory space. There we go. We'll take all of that. We've got our bed. We've got our sword. Well, not our sword. Our materials to make swords. And what we're going to do is we're going to enchant our armour, because that's kind of important. I'll just hop down here. I'm waiting for the day when I fall down there and a mob has spawned in there, but that will hopefully not happen. Let's throw that back. Let's do some... Oh, actually, we need to change the bookcases, because we want to do level 1s only. This is the only enchanting table I've got that has this feature. Oh, accidentally put it on again. And yeah, okay, it's not... Can we get level 1? The feature's not great because it doesn't actually... Oh, there we go. It doesn't take away all the bookcases. There are still 1 or 2 bookcases that are still hanging around because they don't have pistons attached to them, because I simply wasn't able to incorporate them. At the time it didn't matter because we could go all the way up to level 50, but now it's a bit of a problem, but whatever. Jigs, I didn't think I'd be doing this ever, looking for a level 1. We could just use our mob system, our XP farm, and pick up a few more levels. Right, that's what we'll do. Next level 2 I'm gonna use. Right, there we go. Blast prot 1. That's less useful because we don't actually have a creeper spawner. Well, I have arrived at the zombie arena. It's actually a full moon, which is interesting, or close to a full moon. It's not quite a full moon. You can still see there's a line down it, so yes, not quite full moon, but we've got 100 zombies in there. More piling in. I think it's time that we got this show on the road. I've got 3 iron swords. I've got my blast protection boots and my aqua affinity helmet. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. What's your prediction? Will I survive? Whoa. So zombies have actually been buffed in this version. But I do have a lot of strength on me. Not strength, sorry, health. Whoa, okay. You know what? Let's take this. I'm too scared. I can't commentate. I cannot commentate. It was a lot easier before. Oh no, let's get that in. Some of them have got swords. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. Oh, come on. Oh, get me out. It's actually a lot more challenging. So, before we continue the fight, let me just explain. Basically, zombies have been buffed in this version. I don't think they're buffed as much as they were in 1.6, but they now attack in packs or something like that. There's certain things about them that's made them a wee bit more challenging, but I don't think they're quite as difficult as they were in 1.6. Skeletons have also been buffed. Skeletons were a nightmare in this version. So we have killed some zombies. Let's get some more health on our bar. Maybe drop some regen too. Look at that. Look at how much they're attacking. I mean, I guess if we fight them like this, it's not going to be that difficult. It's still pretty much the same. Killing 100 zombies. Well, getting hit by them happens every so often, but we do have potions. Maybe if we didn't have the potions. You just gotta like keep backing off. I'm not gonna use. Oh, look at those guys. Let's get rid of the guys with the swords. I'm not going to. What am I trying to say? I'm not going to throw health potions on them because that's probably a bit too far. Oh, first sword's broken. Let's run around, picking up some of the XP. That guy's got an enchanted sword. I wonder what's on it. Hopefully not sharpness 5. More guys have arrived. Hopefully these guys don't have... Oh, look at that. Look how much health that guy had. Or not health, but protection. And we got one of the sword wielders down. I reckon I'm going to die to the skeletons, honestly. The skeletons in 1.5, they shoot more rapidly the closer you get. So I'm pretty much going to die to them. Spiders I'm not sure about. Whoa. That's not good. Quick. I had to do that. I had to spam the pots in order to get out of there. Let's just be honest. Without the health potions, I would have died, okay? Not once, but twice. We're up to level 20, though. It's a really, really good XP farm. Not bad, actually. I wonder, should we use health potions against the skeletons? I guess we should. Because the skeletons will be harder. It's quite fun, actually. How we could get iron in this way. Oh, look, the, oh, I can't sprint. The health potion has run out. Not the health potion, sorry, the regeneration. Let's use that one. Let's try and get some, health on our bar. There we go. Yeah, we should have this easily sorted. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's very few left. Problem is, mobs they're very one-dimensional. Like, there's nothing they really do out of the ordinary. CTM maps are different because you don't know what to expect. Whereas this is like, what, the third or fourth time I've fought in this arena. And they're all just bunched together. Again though, it would have been very different if I didn't have the potions. There we go. So, with 3 swords, we've been able to defeat the zombies, and we've managed to get our first tatty, which is cool. Good stuff. I think I'm going to end it there. I'm not going to do any more in the way of fighting zombies, purely because we've done it. I don't think we can make it any harder. I mean, we could... maybe one day I'll fill it up with like 1,000 zombies. Nah, that would be too much. Maybe one day I'll fill it up with even more zombies and we'll see if I can survive, but I don't know. Right now, I'm happy with that. That was fun. Let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so we've got about 70 skeletons in there. We're just going to go all in. I will probably die. I'm going to say that right now. I will probably die. Skeletons 1.5 are insane. You speak to any UHC player who played around these versions, they will tell you that. They're a wee bit like... Do I have any... There's no workbench in here. Yeah, they're a wee bit like modern skeletons in the sense that they do kind of bow spam really, really well. But what we're going to do is we're just going to use our... hopefully our health. And hopefully we can make good use of it all. Let's go. Let's go for it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got no projectile protection, it should be noted. Oh yeah, they'll just shoot each other. I forgot about that. Let's run past. I'm going to drop some of that. And we're just going to go all in. Look at that. The regen's actually helping. It's almost as if they can only deal a maximum amount of damage. And they're fighting each other. It's a lot easier than it was in the beta versions that we fought. Let's get some regen 2 on. Let's use it. That guy just went and picked up a bunch of armor. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was a wee bit disappointing. Just a wee bit. Okay, here we go. This is where it gets real. And we need to heal. Oh! Let's use our health potions. Oh, they're insane. Health 2 is insane. Look at this. I don't have experience at dodging skeletons that are this good. There we go. Let's get some more health in our bar. Oh, look at my armour. My armour is absolutely gubbed. Oh, look. This guy's got an enchanted bow. Gotta kill him. No. They shoot quicker the closer you get. Let's try and run in again. Two of them are having a fight back there. Got one. He just shot his buddy. There we go. He's down. He's down. There we go. We just got one guy now. Brilliant. So, it was not the easiest thing ever. Especially when it got down to the final few, where there was loads of them, they just killed each other, which was a wee bit anticlimactic, but it was still pretty fun at the end there, trying to break the bow spam. I should probably shut the gates so that no more kind of spill in. Let's crack the sound so we can hear if there's anything coming. I.e. creepers. Oh, one guy got through. There we go. Not bad. Right, yeah, that was pretty fun. So, all that's left are, yeah, the spiders. I think I'm going to need some more armour before we tackle them. But, yeah, I will be right up with that fight in a bit. So, we've got like 80 spiders down there. We need to start this fight. I've got Proj, Prot, Blast Prot and Prot on my armour. It's not good, is it? So what we're going to do is I'm going to end a pearl over there, drop down into water, and the battle's going to begin, okay? Are you ready? Oh no, I forgot to put regen down. This isn't even an arena fight anymore, is it? The regen is certainly helping. I'm not sure if that was regen 2 or what, but they're all one hits. I can't even get out of here, man. I don't know why I splashed another one. Oh, we're out. Finally, we're out. Should we... Oh, actually, we need some more regen. And let's put some more health on. Well, it's a wee bit more challenging, at least, than the other ones. Let's eat some food. And I'm out of regeneration. We've got health 2, so we need to not waste our health anymore. Although the worst of it should be past. Oh, maybe not. I wonder how my armor's doing. We're gonna have to have a look at the durability. We've got 15 levels from this fight. They're not all attacking because we're out in the sun. I was going to fight during the night time, but it never quite came off. There we go. Oh man, that was... So, what do you think about that? That was interesting to say the least. There's my armour. My armour was almost full durability when we started. My helmet is almost gubbed. That is incredible. So yeah, the reason I had that Ender Pearl drop was because I didn't want to, I wanted the fight to happen in the arena. You know, that's why I built it. I didn't want to, you know, come around to the door and have them all spill out here or, you know, spill out up there or whatever. I wanted to have the fight in the arena. Let's get rid of that guy. So, yeah, that's why I've got the drop there, basically. This is what it looks like in here. We've got a bed that I can set my spawn in. We've got a chest here where I can leave potions, weapons, and all that sort of stuff. I'll probably take the wooden sword just to protect myself so I can get out of here. We've got a door here. Now, the reason the levers on the outside is because I can always escape from the room via the drop there. And I just lock it from the inside, so nothing can get in, no creepers, and I can't get out. And then when we're ready, we stand over here, throw the Ender Pearl, all the spiders will gather here, and the aim is that we can drop here. Oh! we can drop in there and hopefully not die. So that's the idea. It works fairly well. And then obviously when I next go back, I can just unlock the door from the outside and start the process again. And obviously the room's important because I can stand close to the spawner and get them all spawning. So that's one way to work it. That's the only way to work it that I found that's consistent and reliable. So yeah, I'm really happy we managed to get that sorted. It was something that I was, well, I would say I was worried about it. I was just really wanting to be able to do it. Maybe another time we'll fight more mobs, but I'm glad we've got it working at least. So I'm just going to end this episode by speaking of about a few 1.5 changes, including drag crafting, which is now a thing. So this was the version when that was enabled. Oh yeah, and one other thing I forgot to mention about the whole, swapping something to your hotbar by pressing the number. In 1.9 and onwards, what it would do is it would swap the position. So if I press 2 over redstone, it would swap the redstone with the diamond spade. But in these early versions, it doesn't do that. It just takes something from the chest or dispenser or whatever and puts it straight into your hotbar, and then the other thing is just moved along or moved into your inventory, which is debatable as to whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think a lot of people like the old way of doing it, but I'm sure people have got used to the new way of doing things. It took me a while to get used to the whole swapping mechanism. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a a hopper system here. How are we going to do this? First of all, we're going to block that up. Then I'm going to hop down here. This does render the despawn timer useless, but at the same time it's easy to see why, because we've just got something a lot better now, which is hoppers. Is that a lot of stuff coming through the wall? It's probably just a visual glitch. Alright, so we've got a bunch of items collecting up in there, and what I am going to do is just actually, yeah, we'll just we'll add some cobblestone around there. We'll add some cobblestone there. There we go. And that way it should be fairly straightforward to just have the items fall there. So this was a major change in the game. It meant that you could have automated systems, more automated systems than before, which was good. Like, I used to have mob systems way down in the ground, and it used to be annoying having to go and collect, the stuff and everything. But this just completely sorted all that out, which was fantastic. And there's obviously a lot more you can do with hoppers than just have them collect items. So I'm going to place one more in the world. To go over a few other changes, this was the update where you could smelt up netherrack for what do you call it? You could smelt up netherrack, and that would give you one nether brick item, which was very useful. The beacon range actually increased in this version. Originally it was 40, now it's 50 for a full beacon, so I didn't know that. I thought it was 16 for a full beacon, but it was only 16 for a smaller beacon, so that was my mistake there. We're going to go and put it in the cactus farm. That's the only other farm I can think of that has items lying around. And there was a bunch of other updates. I don't really feel the need to... Oh yeah, lava texture. That's probably a pretty major one. As you can see, there's no real dark textures in the lava anymore. It's like the yellow orangey cheese. What's that noise? Oh, it was a dog outside. I thought it was a dog in Minecraft. Whoops! There are some pieces of cacti here. I guess what we'll do is we'll just have a double chest here, and we'll have the dropper below it. Just add that there. It's very simple. I'll go get some more plank-based items or blocks to put around it, maybe stairs or slabs. Where are they? There they are. Cool. So yeah, 1.5 is here. Getting ever closer to, well, ever closer to our goal, or ever closer to the present day, whichever way you look at it. Yeah, it's just one of these ones that, as I said, and as I will keep saying, I guess, until the series ends, it's got that feeling of, you know, we're closer to the present day, but the closer it gets, the more it just feels like a dumbed down game than nostalgia. It feels like a game that's limited instead of nostalgia. So yeah, there's that point of view, but at the same time, we're going to try and enjoy the last few versions, the last while we're in this series. It does feel very, I've probably said this as well, but it feels very weird playing a survival world with an end in sight, an end in mind, if you know what I mean. Like, pretty much every, other than Sky Block, I've pretty much played every world with no end goal or no end in sight, if you know what I mean. Like, my progress game, I never expected to finish that when it did. I'm trying to think of other ones. Even Flatlands, although that kind of ended, I didn't expect to necessarily finish it. But it did. There's the old wooden slabs there. Wooden slab, oak wood slab. Brilliant. So yeah, that's just the nature of it. It's just the way it works. But yeah, we'll try and make the most of it. There's the new lava. The new lava texture that looks, you know, it doesn't look too out of the ordinary because obviously I've played with it for so many years. But it does kind of look a bit out of the ordinary given the fact we've been used to the old lava texture in this place. Anyway, next episode, I think we will get back to work on the city, or if I can think of something else, we'll do something else, but mainly it will be city work, and yeah, hope to see you then. But until then, thank you for watching, have a good day, I'll catch you later.